Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another video, and let's jump right into this one. I'm just going for a little walk, but I gotta explain to you guys where I'm at right now because a lot has changed since my last video. So let's dive right into it. Now, don't mind me, guys. I'm going on my morning walk, but I decided to take this time out to talk to you guys about how far I've came with the car and where we're going with it. So if you guys want to see how I got this engine and where it came from, you can check out the previous video, my catalogs. I got it out of a CG6 Accord. So if you guys want to see how I did that, you can take a step back and look at that video. Pretty much, I want to talk to you guys on how I built this Prelude, because everything went down in my backyard, and now I'm driving this thing to school, to work. I want to explain to you guys how we got here and what it took to get me this far. It was a lot of things I had to buy for the car to make it run, but this is what I had to end up doing, right? You have to replace the oil pump on the JDM engine because the JDM oil pump doesn't have the crank sensor housing. So to run a USDM Prelude with a JDM motor, you have to change the oil pump on that JDM engine. I had to transfer over the alternator. I bought a new one, so it doesn't really matter. I had to transfer over the crank sprocket, the dampener. I transferred the oil pan from the USDM engine to the JDM one. I had to transfer over it's a lot of things that had to get switched over. And thank God I recorded it on my GoPro because my other phone had the majority of my content. But I'm gonna throw those videos in so you guys can see it. When I initially brought the car out, it wasn't running right. I couldn't really drive anywhere because the car would keep shutting off. It was a lot of trial and error. The engine would start at one point, but it wouldn't stay on. And then when the engine would stay on, it wouldn't drive. It was kind of weird. And I'm used to the K-Series stuff, you know. K-Series was my forte. So when I hop into the H-Series world, I was kind of lost when it came to a few things. But over time, I just read some forums, did some research, and here we are. So it was kind of annoying at first to get the car running and driving the way I wanted it to, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it in the end, man. I can honestly say that I would not trade this car for the world, and I am never gonna sell this car, ever. Mark my words. You will never see this car on Marketplace. You feel me? I ain't never gonna let this go, for real. The H is way more raw than a K24. It might not make the same kind of power, but the H22 is any K-Series motor. I'm taking my H over it. I don't give a H gang or die. H22 got it, man. That engine surprised me. I didn't think it would feel like that. Now, I never hit VTEC like that yet because I gotta figure out some things still to this day, like the ignition timing and why my RPM gauge is bouncing and stuff, but the car is solid. I've been driving to school, driving to work, and everything is great, man. Can't complain. And yes, I did say school. So your boy is now enrolled at UTI. For those of you that don't know what UTI is, no, it's not a urinary tract infection. It is Universal Technical Institute. And at this trade school, I'm gonna learn how to be the very best technician, automotive technician there is. I'm gonna get world-class knowledge and education on how to be a mechanic. Now, as you guys can see, I know a lot for myself so far, but I'm gonna get that certification, man. I'm gonna get certified in my craft so I can be the best there is.